Okay, so these are the few points which we will discuss today regarding the kiosk sales. And as I already said, that kiosk sales are not different from any other form of sales, whether it is direct sales or telecalling or selling any other product also, not product specifically. So the basic sales mentality and the basic sales skills would 100% remain the same. So if you are standing on the kiosk, the first most important thing is presentation. All right, so you should look like that somebody who knows, and somebody who knows what he's selling, or like he should match the criteria. Like if I am wearing some, like even today I'm not well dressed, I'm casually dressed, so I cannot talk to a millionaire especially that come and buy property from me and invest in me. So I have to look like someone who belongs to this industry, who knows what he's talking about. All right, obviously if I'm selling perfumes, or if I'm selling some ball pens or pencils or handbags, then maybe I can dress any way I want. But if I'm selling real estate, and specifically Dubai real estate, where the starting ticket value and the starting price is approximately 700,000 dirhams, or like $300,000 or $400,000, so then I have to dress the part also. So presentation is the key important thing, because once you're in a meeting, it is all about energy levels. So your energy should be at every given point of time during that meeting, it should be higher than your client. No matter the project, no matter the product, whatever you are selling, if your energy is not higher than your client, it means that you are just passing on information. Selling somebody, convincing somebody and passing on information are completely different things. But people don't differentiate in between them. Like for example, if I'm standing right over here in front of you guys with my hand still, and I'm telling you that, okay, sell in kiosk, Dubai real estate, ticket value 600,000, so it's not making sense, right? So if I have to convince you guys, so in every possible way, my energy should be higher than you. If it will not happen, trust me, that transaction will never go through. The client might like the project, the client might like the opportunity. If he will not like you, he will go to a different broker. And we all know that there are more than 60,000 more or less brokers working in Dubai as of date. So he should like you first, and then the project and investment and money and payment plan comes in. The first most important point is that he should like you. He should trust you that, okay, this person knows his business, and I can invest $1 million dirhams or 2 million dirhams, or like obviously investments in Dubai can go up to 700 million dirhams also. Then he should trust you and say that, okay, fine, I should buy something because this guy is saying to me. Got it? Secondly, confidence and icebreakers. Confidence we have already discussed. So your body language, your vibe, your energy, everything should be talking about the product you are selling. It is not that only your words should speak that what you are selling, your body language, your energy, everything. And icebreakers are very important. The first sentence, the first ever sentence which will come out of your mouth will define that how the meeting will go on for the next 1 or 2 hours. So if we will start our sales pitch, or if we will start our presentation by, hi there, how are you? You want to buy a property? So this, and I'm telling you from my own personal experience, does not work. And I have tried this a lot initially, and it does not work, and I'm quite sure that it will not work in the future also. So icebreakers are very important. So you should start, and there's no hard fixed rule or one line that if you will speak that line, the magic will happen. No, you have to try different things. For different personalities, different things will work. Okay, so for me, I often flirt also. Professional flirt. Okay, I pass on a compliment to guys also. Sometimes don't want this reaction, and for the girls also, for the female clients also. But the thing is that then again it depends. Like I am a guy, I can do professional flirt and I can get away with it. But if it's a girl, all right, for our female brokers, if you will start flirting with the clients on the kiosk, trust me, then there are different things to worry about. Okay, so we have to make sure that that what we are good at. So every person has to come up with his or her own icebreaker. All right, I normally, there were times when I went to a client and I said that, not a client, a guy passing by, and I was like, would you like to invest in real estate in Dubai? He said no. I said, okay, would you like to see a magic trick? And he was like looking at my face and like very surprisingly and in an awkward way he said, okay, yes, what magic trick do you have? And I put my hand in my pocket and got out my business card. I flipped it and I said that, see, it magically appeared, so if you'll call me, I'll magically give you a property also. He took my card and left. It was a cheesy line, okay? But the thing is that you have to try different things. So there is no one hard fixed line that if you will speak that line, the client will stop. So with different clients, different things will work. One more very important thing, I always tell very honestly what my sales pitch is. And some people try to copy other people's sales pitch. This is very wrong. Very, very, very wrong. I'll tell you how I made my sales pitch, and I would suggest that you guys do the same also. My sales pitch came from 3 or 4 different people. So I listened to a complete sales pitch of Mr. Umar Daraz. Everybody knows he's the director of our company. Then Mr. Amir, then Ms. Farwa, then Mr. Wajid. All right, so I listened to their sales pitches 100%. How Mr. Amir talks to a client from 0 to 100. How Mr. Wajid talks to a client from 0 to 100. How Ms. Farwa and how Mr. Umar. These were the 4 people whom I thought that they are worthy to learn something from. And then I combined that knowledge. I combined all those 4 sales pitches and then I created my own. I don't copy Mr. Amir's pitch. I don't copy Mr. Umar Daraz's pitch. But yes, if you will see at my pitch, it would be 20% from Mr. Amir, 10% from Mr. Umar, 10% from Ms. Farwa, and rest 40-30% whichever goes with my own personality. Because I cannot be too serious in a meeting. If the meeting is going way too serious, I start feeling uncomfortable. So then I crack in a joke or I throw in a cheesy line again. So it depends on your personality. But there are other people who are very serious in meetings. So if somebody would try to throw a joke in their way, they'll feel awkward. Okay, so never copy anybody's pitch, no matter how much you are a fan of that person, no matter how good he is closing. Never copy his pitch 100%, but yes, derive things from his pitch and create your own. Until or unless it is your own pitch, the energy will not flow out. If I will memorize something and I'll start talking, my body will not support that. My energy will not support that. Yes, my tongue would be like, the words will be coming out of my mouth, but it will not create that impact which we want. And once we are selling something to a client who is a millionaire, trust me, he has seen the world. A guy who has millions in his account, we cannot consider him as a fool. And if we are thinking that we are selling him something, then we are fools. Got it? Everything clear so far? So, third very important point, all these points are very important by the way, but category wise, then comes the knowledge. So knowledge obviously is the key to success, old proverb, but when it comes to real estate, knowledge alone is not sufficient. Comparative knowledge or comparative analysis of different projects about Dubai real estate is very important. I'll give you a live example. I stand at the kiosk, I sell Rasul Khaimah, I sell casino. I'll be very honest with you guys, my sales pitch does not start from Rasul Khaimah, my sales pitch does not start from the casino. My sales pitch starts from Palm Jumeirah. First, I tell the clients about Palm Jumeirah, then I take them to downtown, then I take them to Rasul Khaimah. In Rasul Khaimah, I tell them about the casino, and eventually we come to Mina Al Arab, and then we choose a project. If I would be standing over there and talking about that, okay, I'm selling Granada, Granada is the best, Granada is amazing, buy Granada, buy Granada, buy Granada, it gives a vibe that I'm trying to sell something. Don't sell at the kiosk. Your clients are millionaires. They know everything about making money and how to spend money. If you think that on our desperate call, they would put their 2 million dirhams, they won't. We cannot even get a 200,000 dirham cash advance approved by Mr. Amir. See, because he's a millionaire. So he knows this thing. So how can we convince a client that please, please, please buy this, and he will buy it? No. And when it comes to brokers, trust me, don't act like a broker or don't sound like a broker. So different words have different impact on the people. But for me personally, what I have experienced, I'm telling you my real-time experience, not something which I read on Instagram or on or Facebook, that first of all is a salesman who has something in his pocket. He would see a client, he would take that thing out and he will start selling it. Secondly, you will find a much better or glorified salesman. He would be wearing a suit and he will be selling you a project on a laptop. But he would be doing the same thing. Thirdly, what we have to adopt and what we have to learn is financial advisors, where we have to approach people and we tell them that, okay, you buy this, this is what you will make on it, all right? This is what you will earn on it, then we will flip it, then we will put it here, then we'll put it there, left, right. So that will give a vibe of that somebody who does this very often. That, okay, do this, then we'll put it over here, then we'll buy that property, we'll sell that, we'll flip that, we'll put it over here, investment payment plan, all the word play which we do. But the main and the most important thing is, in this particular regard, that act and be a financial advisor. And that can only be done once you have the complete comparative analysis of most of the projects in Dubai. Nobody can master every project in Dubai or in UAE. Nobody, no human can do that. But the comparative analysis of the major projects should be at your fingertips. If it is not there, if it is not there, you are not doing it right. Got it? Comparative analysis have two types again. One for the first time buyers and the second for a regular investor. For a first time buyer, you have to understand this thing, that he would like to play safe. Offer him a project which you know is safe. Give him a payment plan which he is comfortable with. Okay? And the whole presentation of UAE has more weightage as compared to the project itself. Spend most of your time on the presentation of Palm, of downtown, of Ras Al Khaimah, how Dubai from 1985 till date, how Dubai came to this level, and then come to the project. And for a regular investor, it's all about numbers. That, okay, you have bought 5 properties, there's one more, this is your ROI, this is your return on investment, this is your return on equity, this is your rental income, deal closed. Got it? So the most difficult client is the first time buyer, but trust me, that will be your client, organically your client. If you will serve him well, you can sell him multiple times. I had a client, I sold him 5 properties, then I had another client, I sold him 4 properties, then I had another client, I sold him 2 properties. So because they were first time buyers. And the main thing from where this whole meeting started, this training started, is that they liked me. It is not about liking the project, liking Ras Al Khaimah, liking Dubai. They liked me. They believed what I told them. And how they believed me? Because I was 100% honest and I had done my research and whatever I was saying was making sense. If I was not honest, if I was not well versed, so whatever I would have said would have not made sense to that person. Again, he's a millionaire. He knows the world more than me. 90% of my clients are double my age. So I cannot like bluff them or take their credit card and swap and run away. So whatever I have to say should make sense if I want that transaction to go through. Number 4, numbers. They would like you, we would love them, the whole thing will go nice, I'm smelling very nice, I'm wearing a nice suit, everything makes sense. At the end of the day, it's a real estate transaction, it's about money, it's about numbers. Those things have their own weightage, but the final stroke is the numbers. That this much money you have in your account, this much you will invest, this much you will make on it. If these numbers are not fluent and they are not coming out like wind from your mouth, trust me, it's a big deal breaker. the whole thing, the whole persona and everything which you have set up in the first 30-40 minutes will go down. Every financial advisor or a real estate broker should be very good with numbers. And it is not about that giving the exact figures. Ballparks are good, but say it in a very confident manner. Like, what is 25% of 100? So everybody knows it's 25. So what is 25% of 50 million? So if I'm not sure, I'll just guess that it is 12.5 million approximately. I'll use this word. Got it? So we'll use the word approximate, but we have to be confident. If we are mumbling at that time, wait, calculator and this and that, no, it will not give a good vibe. These tiny little things matter. If everything goes according to the plan, and then this whole thing is set up, and eventually you'll do the closing. You miss any one of these points, trust me, that guy will buy. If he likes the project, if he knows about Dubai, everybody's talking about Dubai. We are not the first person to tell somebody about something about Dubai. Everybody knows about Dubai. Everybody knows about Burj Khalifa. Everybody knows about Palm Jumeirah. So these are the things which will differentiate us from the remaining 60,000 brokers working in this market. Clear on the numbers part? Then finally, choosing a project. The thing is that once you are in a meeting, answer as many questions the client asks you. But the most important thing is that you need to ask the client some questions also. If you are a financial advisor of that client, you should know exactly that how much money he wants to put, what would be the mode of payments, like in how much he can afford as in down payment, how much he can afford as in EMI, monthly installment, quarterly installment. Only then you'll be able to propose him a project. Always propose a project which you have 100% faith in. I sold Granada because if I had money, I would have bought Granada. I sold Coto del Mar because if I had money, I would have bought Coto del Mar. I sold Address. The unit which I sold in Address, if I had money on that day, I would have bought it for myself. So always, once you are choosing the project, choosing a project for the client, it does not mean that you have to choose a project for the client, choosing a project by the way. It means that choosing a project for yourself which you have to sell or which you have to pitch to somebody. You should be 100% sure about that project. You should know north, west, east, south, everything about that project. We are talking about millions. Don't take this transaction easy. It is not about selling something, perfume for 500 dirhams. That person will say, okay, that sales guy put in a lot of hard work, I'll spend 500 dirhams and I'll buy it. If it is not good, I'll throw it away or I'll gift it to someone. So we are talking about spending millions. So once you will choose a project for yourself, once you will pitch that project, try it. Do it as a homework or something. Your confidence and your energy would be at least 10 times higher than compared to pitching or proposing a project which somebody just asked you to do that. Like, we are brokers, so we have every single developer on our panel. We have I'll not name them, but we have every single developer on our panel. There are few developers I cannot pitch them. I cannot promote them, or I cannot be the face of that developer. Because even if somebody would ask me forcefully that, let's suppose that my CEO asked me to do that we need a sale from that developer, I would just go there and I would stand like any other person. That, okay, sir, this is the building, this is the apartment number, this is the payment plan, this is the price. Would you like to buy? This is this scenario. On the other hand, if I love that project, all right, so then how will I talk about it? My whole body will talk about it. My vibe, my energy, my body language, hands, everything would be talking about that project. Got it? Moving forward, selecting a unit. And one thing about choosing a project for the first time buyers especially is that with all your knowledge, with all your research, once you propose a project, don't back off from that project. Die with the lie. If you will again start acting like somebody who is desperate to sell, that okay, you don't like this, okay, buy this. Or you don't like this, okay, buy this. Wait, I have something in the back, I'll bring that for you. No, don't sound like a regular cheap salesperson. We are financial advisors. So if we propose something, it means we had 100% faith in it. How come in 5 minutes and after 4 questions we are changing the project? So never ever change the project for the first time buyer, you will ruin the deal. But again, on the other hand, on humanitarian grounds, on professional grounds, on ethical grounds, propose a project you have 100% faith in. The numbers should make sense, the logics should make sense. It is not that I would say that buy something in this building because I love it. No, once I say that buy something in this building, I should support it with facts, that why this building is better than all other 20 buildings around it. If I don't know the facts, then it is my opinion. And my opinion can obviously be wrong, but my facts and my research cannot be wrong. Finally, selecting a unit. If the meeting is going well, everything is going fine, and you did not select a unit, trust me, you were just passing on information. You were telling them about Dubai, you were telling them about a project, you were telling them about casino, that how big Dubai is, how beautiful it is, we have laws here, I live there, my family lives there, that's it. You were just giving that information. If your client is serious, then you have to, once you choose a project, then you have to select a unit. And you should know every single thing about that unit also. Again, I would add one more thing. Selecting a unit part, I learned from Mr. Amir. This was something which I was lacking in my initial days of real estate. So I did not come to this part. I stopped my meeting over here. And this thing I learned from Mr. Amir. So again, that learning from every single person and creating your own pitch is very important. Don't copy his pitch or her pitch, but combine them and create your own. So then once you select the unit, you should know everything about that unit, and it is equally important why it is better than other 400 units in the building. Understood? So after selecting the unit, then you have to call me and we'll secure the unit for you, and we'll book the deal and we'll celebrate, we'll have a big party. So this was as far as the kiosk is concerned. Guys, these were the major points which we have discussed today, and just to summarize everything is that sales is something with a transaction will happen or a sale will happen when sale is the only option left for you. If you think that sale can happen by casually doing everything and taking your life casually, taking your routine casually, so it will not happen, it will never happen. So then it's better to do an office job from 9 to 5. So but if you're into sales, so sales will happen when sales is the only option left. And a transaction will happen when the client is out of questions. A slightest single question left in his mind will never ever make him give you his credit card. Sale and transaction will only happen once he is absolutely clear. And then there are few clients who will ask a way out. Give them their way out. Don't stick to a client. Don't get personal with a client. Client does not have money. Nobody sitting in this room, nobody in this whole Dubai, no salesman in the world can convince me to buy a penthouse in Benghazi which was 700 million dirhams. Why? Because I don't have 700 million dirhams. What will I say to a broker? Sorry bro, I am poor, I cannot afford it. No, I would say, amazing project, I like you man, I like the project, give me 24 hours. Let me get back to you on this. I need a way out of that meeting. So if a client is doing that, give him that way out. Brokers or salespeople should be half psychiatrists. You should know how to pick up the body language, how to pick up the vibes of your clients. His tone, his confidence, everything. You should know that what he wants. If he's asking a safe exit, give it to him. If he is interested or if he has money, he will ask more and more and more questions. Then we have different ways. Like if we are doing telecalling, we'll call him on a meeting. If you're on a kiosk, we'll take him to a site visit. If we are on an international kiosk, we have kiosks in London also. We cannot get them on a meeting, so we will show them on a video or something. So then there are different ways. And every person will execute that deal in a different manner. And everybody would be right.